Hey guys and girls, welcome to part 3 of our video series today. In this video, I'm going to walk you through doing a very simple install for our Citrix license server. So you're going to want to have a VM, give it minimal specs. You don't need a lot for the actual license server itself, but the process is pretty straightforward. You're going to want to download the ISO, which if you don't know how to do that, just to give everyone an idea, let's see if I can bring this up. You're going to want to go to citrix.com, and once you're on citrix.com, you can go to downloads, and it's actually right here, but I want to walk you through that process. So go to downloads, select your product, so Citrix Virtual Apps and Desktops, and then you'll see those options you just saw on the previous screen. So you can either choose the current release version, which is what I'm going to be utilizing for this video series, or you could choose the LTSR, which is a long-term service release. So that's going to be your more stable version. Usually, as a customer, you follow one or the other. You either follow the current release cycle or the LTSR cycle. So just make that decision wisely, because if you are on current release, you will get the newer features faster, but you will have a more frequent requirement of updating your software. So let's go back here. So again, I already have this downloaded just to make it easier. So I'm going to go ahead and launch that. And it gives us two options: Citrix Virtual Apps, Citrix Virtual Apps and Desktops. Really, you can choose either one. I'm going to choose Citrix Virtual Apps and Desktops, and then you'll see on the bottom left here, sorry, I went pretty quick. I chose Citrix License Server, so go ahead and click that. And then we're just going to choose Next. It's going to go ahead and install that. Next, and install. So this is going to take about a minute or two to install, in which we can utilize a 30-day trial for this video series. But if you do have questions of how to get that Citrix license file, it's really not that difficult. So essentially, once you purchase your licensing, when you log on to your Citrix account, there's going to be a licensing manager section. And the only thing you need to provide on that licensing manager section when generating the license file is your FQDN of your license server. So if your license server is citrix-license at or .company.com, that's what you're going to want to provide in that hostname field. Once you do that, it's going to download the license file, and you can easily import that license file into your Citrix Studio console. So pretty straightforward process. If you do have questions on that, I'm happy to give you guys a link of a Citrix support article that walks you through that process. Otherwise, we're just going to do the basic install, because we will need the license server in order to move on with our delivery controller piece. So the next video, I'll walk everyone through how to install delivery controller. In the meantime, hopefully this finishes initializing in a couple seconds. And yep, we're good to go. So finish, and that's it. So we have a Citrix license server installed. We're good to go from that aspect, and now we'll touch upon our next video in our series.